So this is the draft motion. I move to direct staff to include bond financing for capital projects utilizing the half-cent sales tax that exceeds the amount needed to operate the Cañada, Conquistador, and Push Ridge golf courses, community center, and tennis courts per prior town council direction in the upcoming budget according to the following criteria. At least 50% shall be allocated towards Naranja Park. The remainder shall be allocated towards exterior community center golf course improvements, steam pump ranch improvements, and allocations toward amphitheater school district partnership, multi-use paths, and or other high priority needs.
Why didn't the other council members get this? I didn't get anything like that to read or go over. It just came out of nowhere.
Councilmember Green, you haven't been recognized by the chair.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm happy to recognize you. I'm just...
The question is, why was this not shared with the other council members? Why did this come out of left field, fully drawn, without any discussion? It seems like something that should have been brought to the rest of us. We might have agreed.
Could you explain a little bit about the open meeting law and how that works in terms of giving proposals to other council members ahead of meetings and things like that? Because I think there's a little bit of confusion there, and we had a training and we were told you can't even put exactly what you're proposing on the agenda or you'll violate the open meeting law, etc.
Yeah, it is a requirement of the law. It's called the open meeting law, that council people, particularly a majority, cannot communicate before a meeting with regard to what they propose. It makes things a little awkward and sometimes a little disjointed, but in fact, that is the law. So, and I assume that's why folks didn't see anything until tonight, because there's only so much you could show.
Okay, could you also review briefly what the requirements are for an ordinance in terms of notification requirements?
Yeah, so in this particular case, because it's the potential modification of a tax, not the imposition of a tax, as the tax is already there, because that would be a different notification. But for a modification of a tax requires a 15-day notice to be published, which I believe it was 15 days ahead of time in a local paper, and it requires a public hearing, which is what we held tonight. After that, all of you are free to take input from the citizens and bring it back for discussion at an open council meeting.